Hi. It is a very interesting interview that I was watching. Salim Javed, the famous writers duo in the Bollywood industry. So Salim, basically it was Salim's interview, and Salim Khan, Salman Khan's father, basically. And so if the interview was about his ups and downs in the careers. So it is very important to understand. The question to him was, what was the learning from your downturn in the career? Basically, we must understand that Salim Javed was one of the biggest success story in the Bollywood industry from writing perspective. And they were so powerful during the 70s, especially when Janjeer and all those movies came. The duo was so powerful, they used to select even actors, heroes and heroines. So he was just telling a story that while doing Janjeer, they had approached Dharmendra and Devanand for the role, and due to some reasons they were not able to take part in this movie, and then Salim and Javed had to look for some other alternative. And at that specific time, when they were planning for Janjeer, Amitabh Bachchan had already flopped in 11 consecutive movies, and he was about to leave Bollywood and go back to his home. This is what Mr. Salim said. So Amitabh Bachchan's career was on the downturn because after 11 movies, if nothing is working, obviously industry also does not give you chances again and again. So Salim said, while discussing about multiple options, we came across Amitabh Bachchan, who was a good actor. Due to some reasons, his movies were not working, but we thought he can be the right candidate or right actor for the role of hero in Janjeer, which is, as you know, has made Amitabh Bachchan superstar that is today. And then they requested Jaya Bhaduri also to play a small role in Janjeer just to support Amitabh. Though Jaya's role was very small, Jaya Bhaduri's role was very small, but she did it for the sake of Amitabh Bachchan, because Salim and Javed told Jaya Bhaduri that if this works, Amitabh, this is going to be a fantastic opportunity for Amitabh Bachchan. That is exactly what happened. So point here is, Salim and Javed used to be so powerful, they used to select heroes and heroines of the movies, blockbuster movies in those days. Then obviously after separation, Salim's career, both Salim and Javed's careers, individual careers went in a downward spiral. And then the question to him was, what have you learned from this downward spiral after such a humongous success? So Salim's answer was really interesting. He said, we had absolute clarity. I had absolute clarity about my understanding about certain things. And he said, then there is in psychology, there is one term, arrogance of clarity, wherein I know that I know for sure about something, and then I'm not at all compromising when people approach me with different opinions and different perceptions about the same thing that I'm very clear about. And then that it comes across as a rude or arrogant behavior, because 90% of the people do not have absolutely any clarity about what is happening around them. And when this 90% majority comes face to face with people who have absolute clarity about certain things, then they perceive this to be arrogance of clarity. And then he said people started getting distance from them, because people used to think that these people are very adamant and arrogant, and they are not at all ready to budge from what they think is right. So Salim said, the downturn taught me that clarity should be there, but we should not be arrogant about it. We need to, though we have absolute clarity about certain things, we should be able to understand what the other person is saying. We may not agree, or we may not go by what he's saying, but at least people need good listeners, so that they also feel part of the decision-making process. They feel that our opinions and suggestions are valued and appreciated. So this downturn, this is a very interesting interview. Salim said, the biggest learning from my downturn in the industry was I have understood about arrogance of clarity. So why I'm telling this is, as human beings, 10% in our industry also, in networking or security or IT industry, there are certain people who are absolutely clear about their idea, and that is a fact. And when they come across, when they are not open to what the other people are saying, or what the other person is saying may be wrong, but what the other person needs is an audience, so that he also feels that I have given some suggestions and people are valuing and appreciating those suggestions. We may not accept it, but at least the audience has to be there. And then this is what Salim said. After that downturn, I understood that arrogance of clarity needs to be tuned down to just clarity, and to understand and listen to what other people are saying. We may not accept it, but at least be participative in their discussions, and then they feel okay. And this is how we can work as a team together. Thank you very much.